mapping a lot of grabs to his controlling.
Yeah, I'm the kind of guy. I'm very straightforward. I just use standard. I just find tap jump to be useful. Most people turn it off, but I don't know what kind of adjustments he made.
So I usually just turn off. I usually turn off tap jump. He turned off mid smash rumble and a couple others. Yeah, you can report to me.
3 stock. I think it's 3 stock 8 minute.
2-0 Jeff Fuel.
What single should be? Oh my gosh.
I'm actually going to leave you for just a second. I need to go check registration.
I'll hold for it. Looks like they're at the stage striking process at the moment. Alex and Devin are studying the stage list intently. There's a lot of facial hair in this matchup, particularly on 1NQ and the Western U Cuteness PR. I don't know if that will factor into anything. Probably not. I think it's just a myth that having a beer makes you better. Interesting, though. You want to hop in?
Yeah, why don't I hop in?
It's super fun.
Yeah, enjoying it. I'm mediocre. Commentary-wise?
I'm the kind of guy, I like giving like in-depth analysis.
Yeah.
You know, always the most grueling part of I think the whole bracket experience is looking at the stage list. Your heart starts beating. You're like, can we just play now? And
at least around 25% of the tournament is looking at a stage list.
It is.
If you have it.
And you know the stages. You're just like, I need to see it.
I don't know here in Morgantown yet.
Morgantown is running kind of an interesting stage list. I think there is a divide between Southern and Northern West Virginia. I've at least found that Southern West Virginia has a more conservative stage list.
Yep.
Not so much up here in Morgantown or outlying areas.
But it makes it fun for learning to adapt, and also
it does.
There's a mix-up that you're not usually used to. It's fun. It's fun to come up here and just play with new people, play on new stages.
Absolutely. And you know what? If it's doubles, I'll go to a jank stage. I'm fine with it. I will. I really will. What did they choose?
I believe they're going to Smashville.
Oh, Smashville. Okay.
I believe. Yes.
Very standard pick, Smashville. One of my favorites. And they start off the match.
We got Van and Alex K here.
Yeah, it's going to be a good team. A Villager typically is said to be a good doubles partner based on stage control, I think, and setups,
control,
spacing, and traps.
Yeah.
Interesting team, Iggy and Villager.
It seems like both would like to kind of keep their projectiles out, but I think Villager here is going to be playing more of the spacing game.
I think so too. I agree.
Iggy Zale is going to be in boxing.
Yeah, definitely. Iggy being a character that applies a lot of pressure. He thrives on pressure, such that a character with a good projectile can really be a hindrance. But that is not a problem, I think, right in this setup.
And yeah, from my matches with Timko earlier, you'd be surprised at like how little cooldown some of his moves actually have. You think you can go in for a punish, and then you're getting up smashed.
Particularly the Mecha Koopas, the ball is a lot more difficult to incorporate, but mostly just for get-ups, traps with get-ups. You set a Mecha Koopa down and you space with the ball. That's what I like to do when I play him.
Yeah.
I think Timko did take a match off me.
And we have
Iggy.
a stock on each team.
Yeah, absolutely. Good match right now. Villager is hanging in there, kind of playing the ledges. You can't blame a character like that. That's where they thrive.
Well, it's always good to have a stock tank as well.
Absolutely.
Van, it's Falcon, just 50% on his first stock.
Absolutely. Falcon can live quite a long time with that, I believe. So this is a very good match. Alex is very adept at incorporating bite in very creative ways. Can be very frustrating to play against.
Is really fast too.
Forward air.
Well,
what you can do is forward air to bite if they shield it.
Yep.
Or you know what? Just bite, and people run into it because they think it ends sooner than it does, and then nope. And it has a pretty good I don't know what you call it, a suck box. That sounds kind of weird, but
No, it has a so the grab box on it is like it's more disjointed than people think.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's about, I don't know. It looks like about an inch from his mouth.
Timko's just throwing out those forward smashes, and it's working.
Okay, grab release edge guard.
This is a very even matchup right now. Both teams are tied in the stocks category.
Really close.
Very close. This is good.
Holding. No, what's going on?
Ooh. Very close to a bowling ball. Kind of confusing because Wario is green. I keep thinking he's on the green team.
It really I don't know about the teams on the stage, but it's throwing me off.
It's throwing me off a lot, actually. Oh,
Good catch.
good catch there.
I've noticed from my matches with Van, he really likes that Falcon punch. If he thinks he can get it, he's gonna throw it out.
Sometimes that's just what you have to do.
Good at smash.
Iggy is out. Will they take the stock? They do. Timko back in.
I think personally a much better choice than just leaving a solid villager on the stage, and they're leaving up the stocks.
Oh my gosh, very
this
good.
Could still go either way.
It really could. I feel like whoever gets the first kill on these high stocks has the best chance.
I think the team color thing was throwing off even Alex. He just farted on his own teammate.
Definitely throwing me off. So what looks like
Timko can do this.
Iggy is battling it out with Wario. All right. Some bike shenanigans. Uh-oh. Iggy's holding down the fort. Wario's doing a good job, I feel like, just spacing in general.
Ooh, he almost got that.
He did. Wario's very good at just in doubles trolling the field. He has such good air mobility and is very interesting in that way that he can just do that.
This is really good by Timko.
This is very good.
And it's going to be, that up there is not going to...
A fart! The only proper way to end that match is with a fart, and it lands. Great first game. Absolutely good for first game. Who was that? Get Rekt. Like I said earlier, these team names are so, opposite.
Abstract. We like to keep things interesting here in West Virginia.
How many bands?
Three bands.
Is there anyone who wanted to play DM that's not signed up?
It's adding more people to the bracket, I suppose.
PM. Not very. It's probably the smallest.
Well, it's kind of small enough.
I feel like PM's kind of always going to be the smallest now.
At this point, yeah. It's just...
Is there anybody who hasn't signed up, who has signed up for PM and has not paid? We need you to come over and pay as soon as possible. Your starting bracket, we need people to pay for the bracket. Thank you very much.
Get Rekt looking at the stage list to decide their bands. If they stay the same characters, which I have a feeling they will, I'm not too sure what stage they wouldn't want to go on. Probably just player preference, honestly.
Yeah, honestly, I don't... Maybe something, let me see. Maybe something a little bigger so they could get more stage control. Smashville.
Interesting.
I would see, in a situation like that, personally, I would go Town City because of the length. It's just like Smashville, but it's a little bit longer. So for a team like Azalea and Villager, it's going to be really just more room to set up your stage.
Interesting. I wonder.
You should test if you see followers at some other places. That's really confusing.
No, I think. There we go. Alex is.
Okay, now they're switching callers. Yeah. I know if I were playing a matchup in which my teammates were the same color as the team, I would definitely friendly fire.
Yeah. Yeah, because sometimes doubles are just so hard to keep.
Sometimes, yeah.
I
used to go by colors sometimes. I see somebody hit, it's the same color, you're going to get hit.
Yep.
They went to Skylock.
King too. I don't disagree with this choice,
I'm very neutral, honestly, with this decision.
but I feel like with the platform changes and the scenery differences, it's going to benefit mobile characters like Falcon and Wario a little more.
I think so. They can get around the changes.
Because as the stages change, they don't really have anywhere
Set up.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
nowhere
absolutely.
for these characters that are mostly about stage control and zoning. There's nowhere for them if the stage is constantly changing to set that up. Now on the way back, you'll see where the platform will pick up things, but on the way down.
I think this is a detrimental stage to the Villager, especially. My God.
But if it's what they're comfortable with,
If it's what
they want. That's,
it's what they chose.
I can't disagree with
Like
it.
I said, player preference trumps everything. Honestly, I feel like.
It could be trying to throw off.
Sick Falcon Punch. Edge
That
guard
was
with the
awesome
Falcon
read.
Punch. That was a excellent read by Van.
But yeah, as I was saying, for that crazy Falcon Punch, it could be them just wanting to throw the blue team off.
Maybe, absolutely.
The stage that I don't believe Van and Alex K are used to. So, it's a good possibility.
It's a stage that Southern
evens-
West
evens
Virginia
out
wouldn't see.
more,
For
yes.
one. I personally don't have a problem as far as janky stages go. I can handle Skyloft.
Honestly, I kind of like Skyloft.
I like Skyloft. I think it's pretty.
I don't advocate for its legality, but I do enjoy it every so often.
We like to joke that Morgantown is Northern Kentucky as far as stage lists go.
Yep.
North Kentucky being a more liberal stage list area. That's what they like, so that's great for them. Let's take a count. Iggy on his last stock. Blue
the
team
only
with
difference.
I'm not going to say a commanding
even.
lead, but
Just a one-stock lead.
Yeah.
For your brackets, for any bracket, singles or
I would have liked to have seen him down there.
I thought he was going to happen. Oh, this is not
Would've
good.
done much.
Okay.
Because it's Villager. But
Yeah, he'd be back for
You are not
sure.
going to be playing, and you are going to get a long trip for nothing. So make sure you are registered on the paper.
All right.
They have
We seem
pretty
to have a
1v1s.
really good spacing war over here with Alex and Timko. They're just going back and forth.
So many things happening right now. It's hard to look at one thing.
Yeah, Villager setting up the tree. Sometimes you just get kind of lost in it.
No, really, dude. That was a good plan by the Villager, though. Didn't pan out, but it was a good idea.
Good by Devin to jump away from that tree. It was
Absolutely.
already gone, but you never. If you're not
hitbox
comfortable
lingers.
with when the hitbox is in,
I
you don't
just
want to be there for it.
You just need to respect it.
It should be.
Iggy is out,
Stage punish.
taking the stock very well. I feel like the blue team's going to focus on the Villager.
Ooh, I don't know if Timko knows, but he was dangerously close to the top there when he did that OB. And at the top there where he was, there's a wall there.
Oh.
It will spike you. It'll hit you off the side.
I didn't even know
It's a
that.
hazard, yes.
I ended up
A
being
lot of people don't. Oh, he started being way too close. That's unfortunate.
Villager is
Gonna have a rough time here, but it's not impossible. I've seen villagers do.
it's improbable,
things.
not impossible.
Honestly, just kind of what he's doing now. He just needs to play the spacing.
Just
with
camp.
rockets.
At some point, he's going to
Tree.
make them approach. Like,
Well, I mean, honestly, that was good. Got an opening, went in, but really with the lead they have, they don't need to approach. But if they can get him to approach, that's it.
fart! The fart.
Wow, that's good.
The second, both games ended with Wario taking a dump.
Good stuff to get right.
It is befitting. Get Rekt moves on, but 1 and 2 on the Cuteness PR. They are being losers. See if they can make their way that way.